AMNet, African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family.
A network to keep you updated with the happenings of your favorite celebrity day in and out. African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family. Movies to make you drool, creating an unforgettable experience of satisfaction. African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family. We are Africans, and Africans are families. We make your space homely, giving you a nostalgic feeling. African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family.
A for Africa, the best of Africa's entertainment. M for movie, the biggest movie superstars live here. N for net, our network is created just for your delight and entertainment. African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family.
AMNet, African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family.
A network to keep you updated with the happenings of your favorite celebrity day in and out. African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family. Movies to make you drool, creating an unforgettable experience of satisfaction. African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family. We are Africans, and Africans are families. We make your space homely, giving you a nostalgic feeling. African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family.
A for Africa, the best of Africa's entertainment. M for movie, the biggest movie superstars live here. N for net, our network is created just for your delight and entertainment. African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family.
AMNet, African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family.
A network to keep you updated with the happenings of your favorite celebrity day in and out. African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family. Movies to make you drool, creating an unforgettable experience of satisfaction. African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family. We are Africans, and Africans are families. We make your space homely, giving you a nostalgic feeling. African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family.
A for Africa, the best of Africa's entertainment. M for movie, the biggest movie superstars live here. N for net, our network is created just for your delight and entertainment. African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family.
AMNet, African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family.
A network to keep you updated with the happenings of your favorite celebrity day in and out. Africa Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family. Movies to make you drool, creating an unforgettable experience of satisfaction. Africa Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family. We are Africans, and Africans are families. We make your space homely, giving you a nostalgic feeling. Africa Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family.
A for Africa, the best of Africa's entertainment. M for movie, the biggest movie superstars live here. N for net, our network is created just for your delight and entertainment. Africa Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family.
A
news and personality profile. Today is personality profile, a program designed to look into well-meaning Nigerians who have built businesses virtually out of nothing to a conglomerate of companies with large asset base. Companies that can boast of employing over 4,000 direct workers and 8,000 indirect workers. Today we have with us Dr. Neto Orazuike, the founder and group managing director, Genesis Group. Within this Genesis Group, he's also the executive chairman of Genesis Technical, Station Logistics Limited, JC Development and Investment Company Limited, CRN Investment and Orazuike Trading Company, a company that is the second largest steel importers in Nigeria. He has an accounting background and also an alumnus of the prestigious Harvard Business School. And many other positions he has held within the society, the church, the state. Today, we are privileged to have Dr. Orazuike with us. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, I've done just a tip of the iceberg of who you are. I know you'll be able to give us a catalog of who you are. Can you just, in the next 5 minutes or thereabout, just tell us about your education, your family, who you are?
Okay, it's always a difficult one to talk about himself. Usually prefer others to introduce, but like you said, I'm the founder of Genesis Group. Genesis is a hospitality conglomerate with interest in cinemas, restaurants, hotels, and snack food manufacturing. You've mentioned other businesses that we do also, like oil and gas service, oil and gas production, drilling, and real estate development. But today's focus will be on our hospitality group, where we run cinemas, restaurants, hotels, and snack food manufacturing. Okay, but I come from a background of businessmen. My father before me founded Orazuike Trading Company in 1957.
Wow.
And then I took over from where he stopped on that. But before then, I also founded the Genesis, the hospitality company. Orazuike Trading Company is a building materials supplier and importer. Like you said, we import large quantities of steel for construction, fabrication, and oil field services. Okay. I'm married to Professor Ngozi Oroslike. We have 2 kids. My life and business are intertwined at one time tries to find a balance. Okay, so yes, I started the Genesis 30 years ago, now I'm getting to 31 now in 1991, and we first opened up in Enugu. Okay, and from there 2-3 years after we moved to Port Harcourt, and from there we've expanded to what Genesis is today. We have 25 restaurants, we have 12 cinemas, and this week, coincidentally, we're going to be opening our first cinema in Cameroon.
Wow.
In the city of Douala in Cameroon. That will be the first multiplex in the entire country. In the first mall in the entire country also. So yeah, you see Genesis is going international.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so yeah, we're quite excited about that. I'll be traveling on Saturday for the test running, and so 12 cinemas and counting, 25 restaurants, 6 hotels, and 3 factories that produce snacks food. That's what consists of Genesis today. Our aim is to be the foremost hospitality company in Nigeria. So when you think of hospitality and you think
Genesis,
things in hospitality, you think Genesis. But we also want to always do it in an exceptional way. Where you see our Genesis logo, our Genesis sign, you will differentiate it from any other. Even if you see somebody else putting a Genesis, say, no, this is the fake one, and this is, you know, Genesis to be exceptional, and whatever they do it well. We thank God, and we thank our customers and our team who have supported us with a large number of persons directly employed here, who have supported this dream and this vision over the last 30 years. And our customers who are now very much into what we do, believe in our brand and support our brand very much. We thank them for it. So, in a nutshell, that's the life and business of Untitled speaking.
Wow, that's a serious one. I think listening to you, I said if I'm in your shoes, I would just have a nostalgia thinking about last 30 years. Can you just take us back? How did Genesis Group start?
Oh, yeah, so last month we did a small end of year party and also a 30-year celebration party on 30 years of Genesis. Yes, it was very nostalgic because what was just a young man's dream to just make an impact has now grown into something quite exciting and become an umbrella for a lot of people, and has become a beacon of some hope in our country where you only sometimes feel as if it's only bad news coming through. But yes, we are also happy that we are able to positively impact when people see the strides we have made. But how did it start? It started really as an opportunity for me to stand on my own and do something different by myself, not thinking of the family business. So I set out to do a small restaurant, perhaps the size of this room, that just had 6 tables, and we said, look, you know, you want to do something differently, and you want to do it well, and that if you did it differently and did it very well, that it will succeed. I was 21 years old when I wanted to do this, and you know, I followed my dream. Thank God today, you know, one step at a time, one project after the other, we've come a long way. So we started from the restaurant, moved into the hotels, moved back into industrial catering, where we'd supply food onshore for oil and gas companies. Moved into the cinemas business because we think of Genesis as a family-oriented company providing a family need, whether it's our snack food that the kids go to school with or snack on, or even adults also snack it, or our restaurants that is so family friendly that welcomes the entire family, or the cinemas that provide family entertainment, or also the hotels that supports the traveling parents as they go, as you know, hotels are mainly for business, but also equally for relaxation over the weekends in the families want to. Yeah, so the journey has been one where we tried to cater to a need. So we identified that there's a need, there's a gap in the market, and we tried to cater to it by filling that gap in that market. So I think that's always been, without knowing it, and eventually realizing it by business principle. First, what you're trying to do, does it fill a need in the market? And then can you make a business out of it? Okay, so there might be certain needs, but you can't really make a business out of that need.
Yeah.
So an example is there's a need for food all the time, but if you cooked it in a cost-effective way where you're adding value back to the customer, then you make a business out of it.
Yeah.
And so from there, we've been able to open one small restaurant in Enugu, and we've now grown to 25 restaurants in Enugu, Port Harcourt, Owerri, Abuja, Lagos. And this year, we're going to be adding about 10 more restaurants to the chain.
Oh.
Okay, more in Benin, Warri, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Lagos again.
Wonderful. So you already have 25. You're thinking about 10 more
for this year.
For this year. That takes me to the next question. Genesis that I know is the beginning. Now, let's go back to the genesis of Genesis. What has the growth been like since the Genesis? What I mean in a nutshell is, you started somewhere in Enugu. How has growth been? Is it geometrically, for you to have 25 restaurants within 30 years? By my simple calculation, I could say one restaurant per year. One restaurant per year. That's what got you to 25. Now you're talking about 10 this year. And if you check the calculation again, it's purely geometrical. So how has it been from inception?
Well, it's been fun. It's been challenging. We've been evolving. So, maybe you can say one every year, but we don't always just every year do another restaurant. Sometimes we do cinemas. Sometimes in a year we're focusing on the hotels. Sometimes it's on our catering business. But yes, it's been an interesting journey. Someone asked me once, what would you do differently? And I said, nothing actually, because it's been rough, but it's been interesting. The ones that I didn't do well were at the learning point. The ones, on what not to do. Okay, so why would you take away that learning, So it's not been an easy journey, but it's been one that has been rewarding, even challenging but rewarding. Okay, so rewarding in the sense that you are happy when you see that you're able to cater to a need and you see people enjoying the services from that, thought of yours. Let me not call it innovation because it's nothing new. It's just what you visioned and you put to life, and people are enjoying it. So that gives, a lot of satisfaction. It gives a lot of joy.
Yeah.
So how has the growth been? Exciting? Every year we're looking at how do we serve our customers better, and so those leads us to different things. I'll give you an example. We started, like I said, the restaurant, but along the line, this building where we are, we thought to create a family entertainment center that would be an icon. So this is the Genesis Center where we're working from my office and doing this interview. And we said, okay, we'll do a Genesis Center that will be a place where the entire family can come and relax. So we'll put our food, we'll put family play area for the children, we'll put a bar for the father if he wants to watch a match, a sports bar, and a restaurant, and we'll put all of those things. And then another thought came through and said, why don't you also put a cinema? A cinema will complete the entire family entertainment, and that's how we started the cinema. Okay, from a thought to meet a gap, and so that the entire family can have a place they can go and relax for the entire day, from their long day's work. And so that's how the cinema came on. And also, things like that's how the snack food manufacturing came on. Our customers who enjoyed our food, they'd also ask, your building is so nice, are you sure you don't have a hotel attached to it? And, so we saw a need from the corporates, yes, and that's how the hotel came on. So we were always trying to meet a need. And so sometimes we'll be focusing on, okay, the demand for our restaurants are more, or we would like to branch out more places in our restaurant, and we'll focus on that for that year. On other times we'll be focusing on, the hotels were some things we focused on last year, and we put 3 new hotels between the 2 years and now into our stream. So yes, we follow the customer's voice and we follow the need. But interestingly, in our country, there's still a huge amount of gap for different services.
Yes.
There are barriers to actualizing it, but the good news is that it's there. I
think that's the most important thing.
That's the most important thing. So, for instance, we say we have 25 restaurants and we can add 10. But there are competition or colleagues who have up to 100 now scattered around. So That means there's still a whole lot of room for growth. There's so many cities we've not touched. Our cinemas are 12, going to 13 this week. But then there's ability to take to 50 in our country still. So that's also huge. Our snack food is localized in Port Harcourt and the south, south and southeast. Just a few factories. But you can cover the entire country of 200 million people. So we think we know we're in a lucky space where there are opportunities, there are challenges, but what we do is just keep going. Overcoming the challenges.
Yeah, seated here, I'm sure some of your peers or other bystanders will just look at you and you become an item of envy. See how he has grown in the last 20 years, 30 years. Without knowing that the rich also cry. What are your challenges?
Normal challenges, if by these days we try to normalize it. And so someone said to me, how do you sit and feel not too much worry about things? And I said, look, why worry about things you can't change? Okay, just think of how to evolve with it. So if the price of the dollar gets to 580 now and I can't change it,
you live with it.
I have to live with it, and because worrying doesn't change anything.
At all.
At all. So how do we overcome those challenges? By looking for solutions. So challenges do come and they abound in the business in Nigeria, whether it's infrastructure or exchange rate or importation restrictions or power or security. There's a lot of them, and all of these things we know. But inside those challenges, there are also opportunities. And sometimes those challenges become a barrier for entry for others.
Yes.
So it's about evaluating all of those things and finding a business solution to live with it, because there are opportunities still.
Earlier on, you told us that this year you're looking at 10 restaurants. I want to ask you, where do you see Genesis Group, especially the entertainment, restaurant, the beverage part of the business, in the next 5 years? Because if you ask me about my own calculation, I'll finish calculating for you. If you say this year alone you're having 10 restaurants, next year another 10. So in the next 5 years you have 50 more restaurants. And then if I divide your cinemas, you already have 12 cinemas in 30 years. So I'm sure that the way you leaped 10 this year, maybe you have 2 cinemas this year, 2 cinemas, 2 times 5 gives me 10. So I'm having 10 more new cinemas. That's by my own calculation. But you wear this shoe, you know where it pinches. Where do you see Genesis in the next 5 years?
So like I said to you earlier, we see Genesis, our vision is to be that foremost hospitality brand in Nigeria. So when you think of quality restaurants, when you think of cinemas for entertainment, sort of manufacturing, when you think of hotels, we want to be the foremost hospitality brand. We see a huge amount of room for growth. We know that we can now, having put together models and structure that can carry it, grow exponentially. Putting numbers behind it, I will just follow your calculation. So we pray that like if you're in Port Harcourt now, it's very difficult not to have touched the Genesis one way or the other.
Of course.
Either you're eating the Genesis bread, or you're eating snacks, or you're going to a Genesis restaurant, or you're eating a Genesis, or having films at Genesis Cinema, or your visitors stayed in the Genesis Hotel.
Everything. There's nothing you do.
It's actually difficult not to have touched a Genesis.
I think that's
not to have seen a Genesis as you drive through the city as well. So in the next 5 years, we want that to be across the country. That it will be very difficult for you to pass through Nigeria and not feel a Genesis brand.
That means we have 36 states. You're looking at having Genesis hotel, a restaurant in all the 36 states. You have all the business in all the 36 states. I wouldn't say it's a tall order, because looking at where you have grown in the last 30 years, it's not a tall order. It's just setting your vision and pursuing your vision. Yes, like you said, there are challenges. You run, you fall, you get up, you dust yourself, like Kerry Roger said, you dust yourself up, you start all over again. I'm sure you have had some losses which are not peculiar to your business alone. Others have their losses. So you had your own losses, but you found a way to circumvent it. And I want to start a restaurant. I want to start a beverage company. What do you advise young men like us? You know, I'm a young man.
I can see that. I can see that.
Young men like us who want to go into business. You know, first off, young men are afraid. You know, when you look at social vices all over the town, all over the country, you give somebody 10,000 naira, you say, what is it for? And the person who is coming to ask you for 10,000 naira is holding a phone of 120,000 naira, but cannot start business. Don't want to start a business with 10,000 naira, thinking that 10,000 naira is too small. What advice? Because I know for your beginning of your restaurant, plus or minus tables, 6 tables and chairs, everything put together wasn't up to 50,000 naira as at that time. What do you tell upcoming youths and entrepreneurs? How do they move? How do they navigate? How do they start? Because you're an alumnus of Harvard Business School. I think that's the topmost business school in the world. And you've been there, you're back. I'm sure ideas you learned from school, you applied them, the OPM model, other people's money, you plow them into your business and you're growing. You have your sons who also want to start up business, like the same way you started not minding your father's business, you started your own. Talk us through how we can start business. We want to start business.
No, I think the foremost thing is to find a need that you have to meet. Okay, I always say, you know, if you came to someone, what's the need, what's the problem you're trying to solve for that person? So if it's food, is okay. Maybe that in this area of town, yes, everybody has to eat, but in this area of town, there are no good restaurants. So that was what started the genesis in Enugu. That in Enugu, as far as I was concerned, at that time, there were no good restaurants, only the few restaurants that were attached to hotels. So not that there were no places to eat, but there were no places to take someone out on a nice, exciting date. Okay, and so that was the need we tried to fill. And from there, our eyes opened to other needs of people, and we feel that need, and we say, look, even if everybody in the town who could afford it came once a year, would have a sustainable business. Okay, so that's the business in the need. Okay, and then subsequently the next stage now is, okay, I can feel this need, it exists, I can make a business out of it. How do I finance it? For any startup, the first and the major way to start up, unfortunately, but it's all over the world also, is friends and family. So your startup seed most usually comes from friends and family. Or friends and family either as gifts or as equity participation. Okay, so you can go to someone and say, okay, I have this business idea, I would like you to invest in it, and some level of partnership. And if the person if you build confidence in those persons, and I've had people like that have built confidence in, and they know, so, okay, I'll give you this money to start, and these are the terms of our engagement. Okay, so I even tell the young people, don't wait till you want to start a business to build confidence in people. From whether you're in secondary school or university, as soon as let people know that they can trust you. Okay, and that would help you when you may need it to leverage on that trust to be able to access. It could be an opportunity, it could be finance, it could be whatever. Okay, and so when you then able to access money, the next thing is to do the business. And so business, you must always think of business as business is business. They are disciplined in business. So imagine at that age starting off a restaurant, and then I have friends who are some are still in school, some are still getting out of school, and they would like to come, let's come and hang out at Neto's restaurant. No, but you can't do that because this is my business. I don't joke with my business. I don't play charity with my business. After I close my restaurant at 10, 10:30, 11, we can go and have a drink outside, and that's different. The drink is not going to happen in my restaurant. So I was also encouraging people to focus and understand that business is business, and then you can play afterwards. And so it doesn't have to, you don't have to sacrifice really one for the other. Okay, and business keeps evolving. So what worked today doesn't necessarily have to do with the same thing working tomorrow. So you want to follow
be
the
innovative.
times, innovative, follow the times, knowing that, you know, sometimes you have to stay the long haul, sometimes you have to change, but you've got to be reading the market at all the time. You know, persistence, perseverance are all critical aspects of succeeding in business as you get off the ground and start.
Oh, it's really been a very exciting time discussing with you, discussing Genesis. People who don't know you, a whole lot of people were expecting, I know people who are watching, are expecting to see one big Genesis, you know, but it's not in the size, in the content. You've actually taken us down memory lane, and you've actually also have, you know, told us how to start up and what propels you, what motivates you. Finally, I want to ask you, you know, we say behind every successful man there is a woman. I'm very sure Madam is proud of you. In few words, what is her contribution?
Oh, she's been a great supporter out there of the vision right from time. I mean, we've been married 25 years plus now, and before that we went to school together. So she saw this vision evolve, and she's been very, very supportive of it. You can't succeed in the business even if it is for concentration at home.
Yes.
At work. You don't have a good woman, so she's been a blessing. Her name is Ngozi, and she's been a blessing also for me. So yeah, I thank her always for the support.
Yeah, what's your final word for our viewers and young men and women, and you, especially too for your workers? Looking at your business, I'm sure you have over 4,000 direct workers, and other auxiliary workers are close to 800,000.
So build your brand, be focused on whatever you're doing. There are loads of opportunities out there that's waiting to be exploited still in our country, and go for it. So, thank you.
All right, viewers over there, we have come to the end of today's program, Personality Profile, on African Movie Net Television, a thematic channel you can watch on channel 721 on the DSO Free TV. So get your Free TV decoder, and you are sure of viewing over 40 channels without subscription. I want to thank Dr. Nato for, you know, granting us this opportunity to have this one-on-one talk with you, and also touching lives out there. Thank you very much for...
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mnet, African Movie Net, entertainment for the whole family.
A network to keep you updated with the happenings of your favorite celebrity day in and out. African Movie Net,